The super awesome stamper Shirley Merker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, USA. Give me a second here while I adjust my stand. Actually, I'm going to put this down here. Things are blurry, actually, when you start a YouTube Live, so I can't tell where that frame is. All right, today I am jumping on live because it is sweater weather. Actually, pumpkin spice weather. I got my wristlets on. My hands are freezing today. I'm in a basement, so it always is cooler down here. But I'm jumping on to show you how to create this More Than Autumn pumpkin spice card, because this is probably going to be the thank you card that I mail out for orders that are placed this week. And let me put this over here. And the clearance rack just got loaded this today. So I'm going to put this so you can see it. I don't know. Maybe right here. All right. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to flip over to my computer screen and see if Popular Oldest Latest Lives. Oh, I think I have to do a live. There we go. All right, so if anybody's watching, give me a shout out, a thumbs up. If you're watching on replay, let me know that as well. But we're just going to get started here. So I'm starting with a early espresso card base, standard card base. I live in the United States. And then my next layer is going to be 4 and 5 1/4 inches of this pattern paper. Now, I was lamenting that I didn't have any orangish pattern paper, but if you just go look through your Designer Series paper stack, I bet you something on the opposite side will have a subtle print that you're looking for. And this is from the To the Market Designer Series paper. And it did. So I had in mind, I always have in mind like the more colorful graphic sides, but the opposite side usually has some coordinating colors. All right, the basic white pieces that I have are just my 1/6 8.5 by 11 piece of basic white. So I've got some stamping to do. So let's do that. I'm going to do it on the paper piercing mat. And I'm going to do pumpkin spice with the pumpkin pie ink pad really close to the edge. So I've got space for those mini pumpkins along the side, on the opposite side, and some space for our pecan pie. Embossed cards stock there. All right, and then a lot of pumpkins, 7. So what happened was I actually started from the top up, and then I had some space there that I had to fill. So then I looked in the stamp set and I found that nothing's better than. So you do how many you want. Just know it's got to be positioned pretty close to that left-hand side. And then on the inside, we're going to find another piece of white. Hang on a second. Grab one piece of white. Going to stamp some pumpkins along the side. And this time I'm going to be strategic. Going to do one in the center. And I know I need to space 3 on either side of that one. So that's going to be for the inside. And then I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to pull in the browns. So I've already got one stamped here. I'm going to stamp another one because this is a demonstration. You want to see stamping in a demonstration. So that one will go there. And then, oh, where's the whipped cream? This one will go, oh, on this smaller one. I was able to fit a few on a strip. All right, now through the magic of television, I'm going to pull 2 in that I've already been die cut. So I just use some Post-it notes to hold the paper and die cut together so they don't shift on my cutting plate. And eventually you'll see that's ripped. I'm going to have to get new Post-its out. Put that to the other side. I wanted the shake, the cut part, because I need to stamp a pumpkin in there. Let's bring this back in. There's also a pumpkin die cut that I could have used. done with this one. I'm going to bring this in, and I had a little strip here of white. Get that out of the way. Let me find it. Let me find it. Hang on a second. If anybody's watching, add a comment. If you're watching on replay, add a comment. Let me know that. I had a little piece of white paper here that I could stamp my sentiment on. Let's see, where did it hop on off to? Well, I don't know. Here we go. All right, that piece actually I will save because this set features a couple of mini dies. So here's the die set. Hearts, apples, gingerbread, cinnamon stick, peppermint stick, pumpkin. It's great for using up all your little small little pieces there. All right, nothing's better than it's going to be on here. I'm going to try to center it on there. Okay, now I think I'm done with the stamping. So let's just move that off of there. Move that off of there. And let's pull in our, just gonna put this up here. Pull in our sample, and then let's start assembling. So the 3D embossing folder is Dashing Designs. It's got a rectangular impression, and they're little circles, little squares, little triangles, kind of like an Aztec look. It's going to be our layer right there. And then generally, oh, before we do that, where's my linen thread? Linen thread is sold in these spools. Almost done with this spool, but I had a little bit left somewhere. Where did it go? That doesn't matter. I had a little bit left that I was working on. So what we're going to do is, I can do this and this. I know about where I want to put that bow. So secure it on one side and wrap it around. And then cut it off. So this is one way to do a bow, like that. This one, it was an extra bow. I had something, so it was already tied, and I just cut it off the larger piece. Now what I'm going to do is put this here, this here, that up there, and I already messed up, didn't I? Good thing. You can pull this off and place it over this piece. Should have been watching my sample. Okay, now let's secure this down. I'm going to do 3 runs of the tape runner. And then I'm going to pop these up, pop them up. Where are my dimensionals? One on either end, and just flip this around and put one on either end. And when my mocha shows up, we'll tack that down with some dimensionals as well. So I'm making these cards because I needed to send out thank you cards, especially because today, September 24th, 2024, Stampin' uploaded the clearance rack, and I need some thank you cards to send for those orders. Okay, there's that and that. This is just the strip that's left over after cutting off that pattern paper. Usually it's 4 inches by 1 or 3/4 of an inch, whatever is left after I cut off that front piece to make it fit on the front. Now I'm looking for my mocha top, the one that was die cut. I could have maybe put it to my right here when I was swiping stuff off. Okay, there's that and that. There's that and that. Mocha, where are you? Let me see here. So here is my host code. If you'd like to place an order through my online store, talk about that while I'm looking for my mocha piece. Place an order with my current host code, and you'll get an emailed PDF tutorial from me. And I've got a lot of different tutorials, PDF tutorials, so if you are a regular customer of mine, I try to get you one I haven't previously emailed to you. Here's this, but it's not the one that's cut. Well, isn't that interesting? Where did it fly off to? It's not stuck on the Post-it notes. Okay, let's work on the ribbon. That is so interesting. It's white, but it is got the whip topping, so I should be able to see that fairly well. If you go to my blog at superawesomestamper.com, got a lot of information there. That's my hub of my business. So I do have monthly kits in the mail. Right now I'm in limbo. Just stopped sales for the September, and I'm working on the October ones. So there's a couple of spots in my blog to find that information. Stampin' Up! Posted or published a scrapbooking brochure, so I just posted that. You can download that at my blog at superawesomestamper.com. So now we're looking for the Mago ice, the whip topping. Well, isn't that just wild? All right, well, just pretend I'm going to die cut that out after we're all done and stick it on top. So then I got 2 cards to send for thank you for ordering with me cards. And you'll need to use a host code in order to get those PDFs from me. If your order is less than $150, use that host code. If it is greater than $150, that's product total. Don't use the host codes because I want you to get all of the host rewards yourself. All right, the details for ordering are on my blog at superawesomestamper.com. And then I wanted to pull in these. More Than Autumn is the stamp set with the coordinating die set. Got a few of the dies elsewhere being used, but there's the whip topping, and there's the coffee cup. So we got pumpkin spice donuts, apple cider donuts, hot cocoa peppermint. This will take us through all of the fall seasons. And I love pumpkin spice, apple spice, hot cocoa, all of that. Donuts. Yay! All right, if you got any questions, you can add a comment or go to my blog at superawesomestamper.com and click on kits in the mail, or my host code is also there. You can download the all 3 catalogs, the annual catalog, which is this one, the fall mini catalog, which is this one, and then the scrapbooking brochure I just posted to my blog, so I don't have a hard copy of that. So I think that's it. Place an order soon and you'll get one of these in your snail box, plus emailed PDF tutorials, as long as you use my current host code. Host codes change, and I'll be changing it towards the end of the week, but my current host code is always published to my blog at superawesomestamper.com. All right, have a great day, and we'll stamp with you soon. Bye. Now I got to figure out how to end this.